Now let's start with the topic family of circles. This is a new topic, so let's start it. Let's start with a family of circles. There will be many circles. One circle is this, another circle is this, another circle is this, like this. Mainly we need to find there will be two circles who will be intersecting with one another, and we need to find the equation of circle that will be passing through the equation of all the circles that will be passing through the intersection point of these circles. So let's suppose there is a circle like this. Let's suppose there is another circle like this. Let's suppose there is another circle like this. So like this there will be many circles. So we have to find the equation of all these circles. So we have to find the equation of all these circles. So mainly two circles, they will be intersecting with one another. They will be intersecting with one another at 2 points, and we have to find the equation of circle through those 2 points. Equation of all the circles through those 2 points. So that is represented as S1 plus lambda of S2 is equals to 0. Where S1 is the equation of this circle and S2 is the equation of this circle, and lambda is a parameter. So let's solve a problem. Find the family of circle passing through the intersection of x square plus y square minus 4x minus 6y plus 3 equals to 0. This is one equation. And there is another equation, x square plus y square plus 2x minus 2y minus 5 equals to 0. So these two are the equations of circle, and we need to find the equation of circle that will be passing through the intersection of these two circles. So how to find that? So we know this is S1 and this is S2. So the family, according to the family of circle, the equation of new circle will be S1 plus lambda of S2 is equals to 0. So after solving this, after putting the equation, we get x1 x square plus y square minus 4x minus 6y plus 3 into lambda of x square plus y square plus 2x minus 2y minus 5 equals to 0. So this is the equation. So if we need to so let's solve this equation. There is no need to solve this equation. Actually this is the total equation of the new circle that is passing through the intersection of these two circles. So no need to find this. This is actually the main equation. circle is given and its if a circle and its equation of the family of circle is given, okay, and we need to find, no sorry, and it is also given that it passes from a particular point. For example 1 comma 2, the family of circle, the equation of family of circle passes through a particular point 1 comma 2. So how to solve that? Find circle from family S1 comma lambda S2 equals to 0 that passes through point 1 comma 2. So earlier we had found the equation, like in the last example we had find the equation to be x square plus y square minus 4x plus minus 6y plus 3 plus lambda x square plus y square plus 2x minus 2y minus 5 equals to 0. So this was the equation from the last example. So it is saying that find circle from family S1 plus lambda S2 equals to 0 that passes through this point. Means this equation will pass through this point. So we need to put this value here. 1 square plus 2 square minus 4 into 1 minus 6 into 2 plus 3 plus lambda 1 square plus 2 square plus 2 into 1 minus 2 into 2 minus 5 equals to 0. So from here lambda will come out to be minus 4. So when the equation of family of circle is this one, and from which we have found in the last question, this is the equation of the family of circle from the last question, and it passes through the point 1 comma 2, and it passes from the point 1 comma 2. So the equation will be, so we put this point in this total equation, and hence the value of lambda will be this. Now we need to find the coaxial circles. Coaxial circles. In coaxial circles, the value of lambda is equals to 0. The value of lambda is always equals to 0. I am telling why this is 0. Because when equation is S1 plus lambda S2 equals to 0. When in coaxial circles, S1 equals to 0 and S2 is also equals to 0. So when lambda is 0, put lambda equals to 0. So at that time S1 equals to 0. And same to same, S2 is also equals to 0. So we can say that if S1 equals to 0 and S2 equals to 0, we can say that S1 is equals to S2. S1 equals to S2. So S1 minus S2 equals to 0. So this is the equation for radical axis. Radical axis of circle. Remember this equation, S1 minus S2 equals to 0. At that time S1 is also equals to 0, S2 is also equals to 0 and lambda equals to 0. This is the condition, and at that time S1 minus S2 becomes 0. Let's solve an example. For example, two equations are given: x square plus y square minus 8x plus 6y minus 2 equals to 0, and x square plus y square minus 4x plus 2y plus 3 equals to 0. So we need to find the radical axis. Find radical axis. So in case of this is S1 and this is S2. So in case of radical axis, we know S1 minus S2 is equals to 0. So it becomes x square plus y square minus 8x plus 6y minus 2 minus of x square minus y square, x square plus y square minus of 4x plus 2y plus 3 equals to 0. So this becomes x square plus y square. So from here we can cut these two, and from here we can get minus of 8x and plus of 4x. So it becomes minus of 4x plus of 6y and minus of 2y. So this becomes plus 4y and minus of 2 minus of 3. So minus 5 is equals to 0. So our equation came out to be minus 4x plus 4y minus 5 equals to 0. This is our equation. So this is the equation of the radical axis. Here is the radical axis and this is its equation. This is the formula: S1 minus S2 is equals to 0. Remember, in this equation, in this case, all circles share the same radical axis. This circle, and the equation of the family of circles, all of them pass through the same radical axis. See, here is equation 1 is given, that is S1. Equation 2 of circle S2 is given, and there will be family of axis, their equation, that will also be given. And radical axis means the family of equation, this equation and this equation, all of them pass through the same radical axis. And here the centers are also collinear. In coaxial circles, centers are collinear. I hope you guys know what is collinearity. So centers are collinear. Now how to check if two circles are orthogonal or not? In case of orthogonality, let's solve a problem. Orthogonality means the two circles are at 90 degrees to each other. This is one circle and this is one circle. They cut each other at 90 degrees. And their tangents will also be perpendicular to one another. For example, this is the circle and this is the circle. How to understand whether these two circles are orthogonal or not? Their tangents will always be perpendicular. See, this is the circle and for example this is another circle. So its tangent is this one and its tangent is this one. So they are not perpendicular to one another. See, this is the angle. So they are not perpendicular to each another. In order for orthogonality, the tangents must be, this tangent and this tangent must be perpendicular. If this is the circle and this is another circle, their tangent must be perpendicular. See, like this. Tangents must be perpendicular. So they will be orthogonal. Now how to check orthogonality of two circles? Let's solve a problem. For two circles to be orthogonal, there is a formula which is 2g into g1 plus 2f into f1 is equals to c plus c1. Where the equation is, circle's equation is given as x square plus y square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c equals to 0, and another equation x square plus y square plus 2g1x plus 2f1x f1y plus c equals to 0. This is two equation, and from this equation we can write that for the circles, both the circles to be orthogonal, this is the equation, it must satisfy. This equation must be satisfied. 2g into g1 plus 2f into f1 is equals to c plus c1. So let's solve a problem. If this circle x square plus y square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c equals to 0, and another equation x square plus y square plus 2 plus 6x minus 8y plus 9 equals to given, and they are saying that these two are orthogonal to each other. So it must satisfy the condition 2g into g1 plus 2f into f1 equals to c plus c1. So let's solve this. Here from this you can see that 2g and 2f is already given. So 2g, here g1, this is g1, this is g2, this is g1, this is g2, and this is c1. So what will be the value of g1? It is 3, and 2f into f1, this is f2, sorry. So this will be minus 4, which is equals to c plus 9. Value of c1 is 9. Value of f2 is 4. And value of g1 is 3. So it comes as 6g minus 8f is equals to c plus 9. So this is the orthogonal equation. This is the orthogonal equation. So note it down. When two equations are given and it is said that they are orthogonal to each other, means they cut each other orthogonally. So this will be the formula 2g into g1 plus 2f into f1 is equals to c plus c1, where g1, f2, sorry, g2, where g1 and f1 can be easily found from this equation, and c1 can also be easily found from this equation. And this is the final equation of orthogonality. we move to the topic parametric form of circle. Parametric form of circle. Any point on the circle can be represented by r cos theta, r sin theta. This is any point on the circle. On the circle, mark my word. Any point on circle. For example, if a problem is given, find equation of tangent to the circle x square plus y square is equals to 25 at the parametric point five cos theta, 5 sin theta. So this means this is the circle. Its center is 0, 0 and its radius is 5. And it is said ki tangent is passing, equation of circle to the tangent. Find the equation of tangent to the circle, this one, at the parametric point. Means we have to find the tangent at that point. We know the equation of tangent when a particular point is given. Means tangent at this point. This point is given as 5 cos theta, 5 sin theta. This point is given. We have to find the equation of tangent at this point. And this is the center and this is the radius. Let's solve this. We know when a point is given, the equation of tangent is x into x1 plus y into y1 is equals to r square. So it becomes x into x1 is this one, y1 is this one. So this is x1, this is y1. So x into 5 cos theta plus y into 5 sin theta is equals to 25 because r was 5. So 5 cos theta x plus 5 sin theta y is equals to 25. So solving this we get like dividing by 5 on both the sides, we get x cos theta plus y sin theta equals to 5. This is the final equation. Now we have to find the parametric point when the angle is given. Like when theta is given, we have to find the parametric point at that point. Like at that angle. Like for example, the equation of circle is x square plus y square is equals to 16. Corresponding to theta equals to pi by 3. So we know any point on the circle can be written as r cos theta, r sin theta, where r is given as 4 and theta is given as pi by 3. So it becomes 4 cos pi by 3, 4 sin pi by 3. So its value is 2, 2 root 3. This is the parametric point on the circle. Now we have to find the slope of the tangent. When the point is given, when a parametric point is given, we have to find the slope of the tangent at that point. The main idea is, this is the circle, this is the tangent. So the point is given. Let's suppose the point is 5 cos theta, 5 sin theta, and the center is something like 0, 0. So we need to find this line first. So what will be this line? Like, what will be the slope of this line? We have to find the slope of this line first. So perpendicular with it. So if we find the slope of this line, so perpendicular to this line will be this line. Perpendicular of this line will be this line. So we can easily find that. So firstly find the slope of this line. Slope. This is x2, y2. This is x1, y1. We know the equation of, we know in order to find the slope, its equation will be y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. So it comes as 5 cos theta. It comes as 5 sin theta minus 0 divided by 5 cos theta minus 0. So this becomes 5 cancel out. So this becomes tan theta. Now perpendicular to this line, this is slope m. We need to find slope of m1. So m1 is equals to minus of 1 by m. We know perpendicular, whenever the line is perpendicular to one line, it becomes minus of 1 by that slope. Minus of 1 by that slope. The slope which we have found, that slope will be divided by 1 and minus will be given before it. So it will be equals to minus of 1 by tan theta, which is equals to minus of cot theta. So this is the answer.